Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope you've all been well. It's been a while, so I figured it was time to update. I've been doing well. Things are finally starting to come into perspective for me. I have got a working PayPal online now. I've begun selling online again. I sell Lego. It was profitable for me once before. I'm hoping it can be profitable again. It's really not as easy as it sounds to sell Lego because you have to inventory every little piece, but I need to generate some kind of income so I can get going on these projects that I have. Back in November, I stated I was going to begin building these technologies, and it's taken me 7, 8 months to finally get to the point now where I'm ready to begin. I have a working PayPal online again, finally. Anyone who's interested in investing in these technologies I'm going to be building, message me and we can talk further. For a minimum investment, I will mail you a prototype of what I'm constructing with instructions on how to use it. And we can discuss all the ins and outs of that via private conversation. But just so the word is out there, I do seek investors for this technology, and I guarantee it can benefit you and your family. And if you invest, you will be given a hands-on prototype of your own with instructions on how to use it. It was I had to do a lot of soul searching to come to the realization that I must first utilize money in order to educate people on why it's going wrong in this country. And in my studies recently, there are two main reasons why it's going bad in this country, and the whole globe for that matter. The first is the privately owned banks, and the second is the debt-based currency. See, first came the debt-based currency, and when that came into effect, we were doomed from that point. And then came the privately owned banks, and that, excuse me, that's what really sent us into a downward spiral. There have been monetary systems in the past that have thrived and have worked. And in my perspective, when you begin a monetary system, even if it's not debt based, sooner or later it's going to fail because you're trying to place an unlimited currency on limited resources. And that's just not going to work eventually. But the debt based monetary system is doomed from day one. So educate yourselves on debt based monetary systems and privately owned banks. That's the main issues I feel we need to get out now on this money subject. And you'll see how they've been screwing us for so long under all these complex economics and legislation. That's what they do. They try to make things as complex as they can. So when you try to take interest in it and you try to understand it and you try to do something about it, you're instantly turned away from it because you're like, wow, this is just too much for me. Um, a lot of changes are continuing within and without on the earth. I'm sure you've heard about those zombies going around. And myself, I'm noticing a lot of people I know are starting to lose it. I mean, really start to lose it. They're losing control of their emotions. They're making rash decisions. And I don't know what could be causing it. Prophecy states it's the end times and blah, blah, blah. But um, myself, I'm finding it harder to stay focused sometimes. Last night I was online and I was studying, and in recent talks with my father, I discovered that we seem to have ancestors from the Aztecs. And this is fascinating to me because I recently finished my staff, and I was unable to find owl or hawk feathers, but I did find turkey feathers as I was out in the forest. And I knew right away, this is what I need to put on my staff because this is what has come to me. And in studies of turkey feathers, they're symbolic of sacrifice. And the Aztecs are very well known for their rituals of human sacrifice. And so this blew my mind right away, of course. And then I came across some information that the Aztecs are in fact descendants of the tribe of Reuben, of the 12 tribes of Israel. And that was a total mind fuck for me. I was like, holy shit, look at this. So I'm going to be having another chat with my father about this one. Um, in more recent news, I've seemed to have been approved for this grant to go to study physics at the local university. I've been reading this book, Conceptual Physics. Lots of good stuff in here. And it does actually discuss Nikola Tesla. I was surprised. But of course, there is nothing to be found of a magnetic motor or toroidal coil or anything like that. Absolutely nothing. So, go figure, right? Um, so I suppose that's it for today, everyone. I hope you're all well. Remember to remain calm. Look for every little sign that you get. Every everything you see that is placed before you is placed there for you specifically, and for you to find out why it's placed there. Um, and again, anyone interested in getting on board with this technology I'll be building, please message me. Again, I don't like taking money from people, but I don't feel it's taking money from them when I will mail them a prototype and they will be able to benefit from this technology as well. So, in closing, I love you all very much. I'll try to keep you updated a little more often. I know it's been a while, but I've just been busy scrambling, trying to get things together, projects together, and I feel that now is the time to push forward and go full steam into this project. Be well, everybody.